Good afternoon, everybody. Big Mike back here with you once again. Today, coming for you for my results and review for AAA TripleMainia Monterrey, which took place this past Saturday. Let's sit back, relax, get yourself a snack, and let's get into it. So, first match on the main card, it was the big loser loses his mask tournament. Now, I did get that kind of wrong in my predictions, in that in this tournament, the winner is safe, but the loser moves on. So the loser doesn't immediately lose his mask. The only loser who's going to lose his mask is the loser of the final, which is going to be coming later in the year. So, first match of this tournament, an opening match of the card, we have Legend Ultimo Dragon taking on Pentagon Jr. These two had some really good chemistry together, a lot of flying around, a lot of really good stuff. And actually, even before the match, Penta came out with, I don't even know what to call him. Either that was his kid or a young man dressed up in Penta gear, which that came out during his entrance with him, which that was cool as heck. Ultimo Dragon looked really good, although this match wasn't too long. It was just under 10 minutes, which, makes me think Ultimo Dragon hasn't really been up on the wrestling, considering the last time we saw him wrestle was 2005 on SmackDown, I think. He might have done some other stuff from then, but I don't know. Ultimo Dragon with the win. He is safe. Penta moves on to the next round. Next up, a fatal four-way for the mixed tag team titles, meaning we have one man, one woman on the team. Prior to the match, we saw Ty Conti and Sammy Guevara talking something over. It did look like Sammy was still feeling the effects of Wednesday's TNT ladder match, which was crazy. So he found a replacement. We'll talk about it. So, participants in this were representing Los Vipers. We have Chic Tormenta and Ez Ares, the champs, the defending champions. Marvera and Latigo, I believe his name is. I do apologize if I'm butchering that name. And Sexy Star 2 and Commander, however he pronounces his name. And the last duo was Ty Conti, who did come out with Sammy, but he came out on a crutch, so which made me think, oh, okay, so he's not participating. So instead, we had LA Park Negro, I believe his name was, filling in. And I will say it, there was a lot of great wrestling in there. Some stuff from Cheek Tormenta. A lot of mixed stuff, like, the guys hitting the women hitting the guys. It was high-paced, but it wasn't impossible to follow, if you know what I mean. Match finish came where the champs had the pin on Ty Conti and, the replacement player. And Sammy Guevara pulls the ref out of the ring, pays off his replacement and the ref, gets in the match, hits his finisher on the champ. 1, 2, 3, winner and new mixed tag team champion, Ty Conti and Sammy Guevara. And honestly, this was a fun bout. I Would I say I wholly recommend it? Not really, but I do think it's worth a look. So, gonna give it a thumbs up. Also, give the previous match a thumbs up, but it was a lot of fun. Next match was again, the big loser loses his mask tournament as LA Park, the living legend himself, takes on Viano 4, I believe this is. Of course, both are a little advanced in age, but excuse me. But I really think they worked really well together. Out also came like steel chairs and tables and all kinds of crazy stuff. At one point, Viano rips LA Park's mask pretty much completely off. Like, you could legitimately see this dude's face, which was crazy to think about. I don't believe there was any interference in this match, in which LA Park got the win, so LA Park is safe. Giano 5 is in possibility to lose his mask. Alright, next was a little bit of an interesting segment, I'll say. It was to honor Latin Lover, who is an old school AAA guy. You know, honoring his time in AAA, etc., etc. Out comes Jeff Jarrett, because why not? Can't have some nice things. Let's bring out Jeff Jarrett. Basically comes out saying, oh, I'm so much better than you. Why do you get these honors, etc., etc. And then it gets a little ugly. Out comes... Who did come out with Jeff Jarrett? No, Jeff Jarrett and Karen, apparently. If you remember Karen Jarrett. Started a beatdown on Latin Lover, which was interesting. Out came Vampiro, of all people, which I'm surprised he's up and about. Apparently he's been dealing with some stuff. I'm not really going to go into it. He looked great. So, might be getting a Vampiro Jeff Jarrett match. Although, from what I'm hearing, Jeff Jarrett got escorted out of the arena after this. So, maybe not so much. We'll see. Alright, next match, a three-way tag team match, playa. As we have Black Taurus of Decay teaming with Johnny Caballero, John Superstar, John Morrison, as they take on LFI, Dragon Lee, and Dralistico. I was hoping Roosh would be out for this one. And Laredo Kid and Jack Cartwheel, who, making his AAA debut, this man is one to look out for. I'm going to say that. Match was a little crazy and a little hard to keep up with, if that's something I could say. Johnny bringing back his dripstick, which, a little squirt gun he used in his last WWE days, which I don't love, but, whatever. Johnny looks like he's lost his step or two. I'm going to say that. Like, the rest of these guys looked great together, and they had great chemistry. Johnny looked like he was a little weird out there. Like he didn't really fit. Anyway, Jack Cartwheel, though. Jack Cartwheel wowed the crowd, including a sweeping kind of 619 move below the rope to Johnny Mundo's knee, which was really cool. Laredo Kid high flying as well. LFI, the only real tag team in this match, doing some really good tag maneuvers. Finished game with a big old gore from Taurus for the win. So yeah, John Mundo and Taurus with the big win on this night. Gonna give this match a kind of thumbs in the middle. Like, it was fine for what it was, but it wasn't the most interesting match to watch, if that's fair to say. Hopefully Mundo just does get things rolling, but overall, I'd say it was an okay match. Next up, we have Rayo, and again, this is the Mask versus Masks tournament. Rayo Dralistico Jr., I hope I am saying that correctly, taking on Blue Demon Jr. Couple of legends going at it. And again, these two worked really well together. Not so much high flying, considering their age. But yeah, a lot of good stuff going on here. And an old rival of Dralistico Jr., I forget the name of the dude. I do apologize. It's a guy, he had a Mask versus Mask feud back in the day. So he's unmasked, and he has his kids with him, and they start beating down both guys in the ring, honestly. And then Dralisco Jr. gets a pinfall on Blue Demon, who then gets stretchered out. So, haven't really heard anything from Blue Demon so far this weekend, so hopefully he heals up soon enough for this tournament. Overall, I'll give it like a slight thumbs up. Like, the match itself was fine. Way too many run-ins. Like, it's a little much. All right, next up, a big old trios all-star match, as we have Brigano, Bandito, and Taya Valkyrie, the new AAA Women's Champion, taking on Cybernetical, old school AAA guy, Andrade El Idolo, AEW's own, and Diana Perazzo, Impact Wrestling champion, former AAA champion, current Ring of Honor champion for now. We'll see Wednesday. This match really picked up the pace from the last few matches. Definitely some better brawling between Pagano and Cybernetico. Match comes to a finish when one of Cybernetico's squad mates from the Vipers comes in with an oversized fire extinguisher and starts spraying everyone, and that causes the DQ. So, DQ finish to an all-star match. I do kind of get it that you need to protect some of these guys, but I mean, why do this if you're gonna book this match? All I'm gonna say. Match itself was fun enough, but the finish brought it way down for me. So it's gonna go like right here. Next match, a match I didn't really see doing that much for this. You have the last first round matchups for the Mask versus Mask tournament, as we have Kranich, who is an old school luchador, takes on fan favorite Psycho Clown. Now, I will say, go listen to Psycho Clown's theme song. It's gonna get you dancing all night. It's phenomenal. Like I said, this match I think was one of the best matches of the evening. You definitely had the Psycho Clown, high flying style, but then Karnak kind of slows it down a little bit. It became a little bit more interesting. Karnak gets the win, surprisingly enough. So he's safe to keep his mask. And Psycho Clowns is online, which I'm very surprised by. So, gonna give this match a thumbs up. And I will say, if you're interested, go take a look at it. I think it's a fun time. And now our main event of the evening. As the Young Bucks, yes, those Young Bucks, take on El Hijo del Vikingo, the Mega Champion, and they're returning Rey Fenix, who this is his first match, coming back off the injured list after that scary spot against the Jurassic Express. This match is everything I thought it would be, but about halfway through, maybe a little less, you got the Young Bucks kind of starting to walk out saying, oh, we don't need this match, we don't need this, screw you guys. And the babyface team would run up, they get super kicked in the face. Lots of trading of super kicks, actually. 1 point, Vikingo goes for the 630 splash, which is goddamn impressive. Misses on the Bucks. Bucks hit the BTE trigger for the pin and the win. So your winners, the Young Bucks. Oh, I forget. Post-match for the Kanik Psycho Clown match, out comes Dr. Wagner Jr., bit of a legend for AAA. Comes out, starts beating down both Psycho Clown. Out comes Andrade El Idolo too, which is alright, cool. And then Wagner basically says, I'm gonna put Psycho Clown in the ground. No, nicer than that, because I think AAA is a bit PG. So, and yeah, we got Dr. Wagner Jr., Andrade El Idolo mentorship thing going on, which I'm all for. That sounds great. Anyway, post-match, the Young Bucks, Vikingo Phoenix match. Out comes a plethora of people, actually. It's, who the heck was it? It was Andrade, makes sense. He's on the payroll for the Bucks. And so are Sammy and Ty, not Ty Valkyrie, Ty Conti, and then John Mundo, which is a little bit of a surprise to see him, considering he's not under an AEW contract currently. They start beating on Phoenix and Vikingo. Out comes Pentagon Jr. for the save. And, yeah, that's where the first night of TripleMania concludes. Next night for TripleMania, it's June 18th in Tijuana. Got some very, very good matches coming up for that, including LFI. You got Dragon Lee and Dralistico taking on the Hardy Boys. And then you also got the semis for the mask versus mask match. We also got Double or Nothing coming up. We got Forbidden Door, which that should be fun. Got a whole bunch of New Japan stuff. I can't wait. This is going to be this is a great time for wrestling. I hope you all are excited. Let me know what you thought about this show down below. Personally, I enjoyed it. Was it hard to watch in some places? Yeah, I'll admit, especially for some of the older guys. But I had fun with it. I had fun with it for what it was, and it was very entertaining. and can't wait to see more. All right, so please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't, and once again, let me know what you thought about this show. Um, this Saturday is Impact's Under Siege. I don't know. I don't think I'll be doing my predictions for that here. Instead, I'm going to do that Friday and then watch the show on next Monday, considering this weekend is Mother's Day and, you know, gotta see my mom. So, yeah, I think I'll do a review of that maybe next Tuesday. So, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I shall see you next time. Peace.